So just welcome everybody, and just grateful again to be able to be here together and practice meditation and mindfulness, this exploration of what it is to be a little bit calmer and a little bit more aware of what's going on in our lives. And, and we do this not by making something happening, but by noticing what's going on and what's working and what's not working. So just grateful that you're here for the exploration. And I might just pose the question to you, something to think about, like, why are you here right now? What brought you here? You know, what are you interested in terms of mindfulness and meditation? And most people respond because they want to do this because they do want to be more aware, more present in their life. They feel like they're being pushed around and they don't even know what's going on. Can't even remember what you did 5 minutes ago. You know? So a little more clarity, a little more awareness. Some people want a little more calm or ease. So these are probably the most common reasons. And but take a second and just, why are you here? You know, just really thinking about that. And whatever your reason is, just grateful you are here. This is your gift to yourself, to take this time to be present and to explore whatever it is you're here to explore. So we'll start, as we often do, with a grounding or centering meditation. So take your meditation posture. So sitting, standing, lying down, whatever works best for you, that you can feel supported. Your body, you don't have to work hard to hold your body up, so you're feeling the grounding and the support. And from that support, feeling the uprightness, inviting alertness in the spine, any amount, just brightening the mind through extending the spine, but also have a sense of relaxation. So we don't want to be tight in this alertness, we want to be relaxed. So these three parts, the groundedness, the uprightness, the relaxation. Closing the eyes if you're comfortable, otherwise just having a soft gaze on one thing. And we'll let the bell transition us. So with the fading of the sound of the bell, that's our invitation to let go of whatever we were doing before, whatever it took to arrive here. And just being present, right here, right now. And how is it? Just noticing, how is it right here, right now, in this mind and this body? The mood of the mind, is it agitated? Is it sleepy, calm, whatever? It's like this. And the body. How's the body? Same thing. Is it restless? Is it calm? Is there some discomfort somewhere that's talking to us? And we just notice it's like this right now in the body. And this is the core of the practice, noticing what's happening in this mind, this body right here. Unlike most of what we do during our day, we're retraining the mind to just notice, how is it? And we can set the intention right now to just be present with our experience, whatever is happening right here, right now. So we're letting go of the past, we're letting go of any future. We're just present with what's right here, right now. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Just observing what's here. That's our intention. And we can do this deliberately by noticing what's here, maybe inviting awareness of sounds. So maybe there's ambient sound in your background. There's the intermittent sound of my voice. Maybe you hear sounds of your body, your stomach grumbling, the sound of your breath, your heartbeat, ringing in the ears. We can just notice these sounds coming and going. Sound reminds us that there's something happening in this moment. We hear it. We know it. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's loud, but it's happening right here, right now, this sound, and then another. Can we be interested in this simple experience of hearing sound? In addition to the coming and going of sound, there's coming and going of body sensations. So maybe you can notice the pressure of your body against its support. Maybe your hands resting in your lap, a sensation there. An itch, a strong sensation of maybe pain or an ache, the thumping of the heart. So sounds, body sensations coming and going. This is our experience. Can we be interested in it? You don't have to do anything. It just comes to the awareness. Sounds, body sensations coming and going. Oh, and yes, thoughts. I'll bet there's thoughts coming and going occasionally too. A memory, something to do in the future, a fantasy, a complaint. Sounds, body sensations, thoughts coming and going. And can we just receive them all as they come and go, not holding on to them? And the breath. You can notice the body breathing, the sensation of receiving on the inhalation and the letting go as the body exhales. Maybe you feel it as a sensation in the body, breathing in, breathing out. Or maybe you just feel the energy change, receiving, letting go. So all of these things, sounds, body sensations, thoughts, in and out breath, coming and going. Can we be interested? This is our experience. Can we just watch them come and go without getting caught? This changing, interesting life that we live right here, in this moment. Now this, now this. Can we stay interested in this moment-to-moment changing experience? Or is something getting in the way? Caught in a complaint, or a to-do list, or sleepiness. Just noticing what gets in the way and resetting the intention to just be with this experience right here, right now. With interest and kindness. Noticing if we're still present with this changing experience, this mind, this body, or if we're caught in something not interested in anymore. Just noticing if that's the case, noticing what gets in the way of being present with what's happening right here, right now. This intention to be present with our experience right here. This is our basic practice. It's like this right now. Can this be okay? This right here. And now this. So the bell invites us to bring the awareness back to the surface. Maybe reflecting on what you may have noticed during that little meditation time. And then bring the awareness back to being here together. So that little exploration really is the core of the practice. Like, we're training to be here. There's that phrase, be here now, and it's so hard to do. It's so simple, but so hard. Because everything in our modern life, all the doing, the thinking, the planning, the having to be somebody or wanting to escape into la la land of whatever your distraction of choices, that's what most of our life is programmed to be these days. And it's stressful having to keep doing. And again, that's why a lot of people show up for these meditation sessions, because they go like, man, I'm stressed out, I want a break, And so we're retraining to be present with what's going on here in something really simple rather than chasing after 30 million things, as a way to be more present in our lives, really fully living the life. And also, it's more calming, if we're not super distracted or super running around. It gives us a break. It's a little mini vacation, So this training of meditation can help us with those objectives or desires for more calm and more presence in our life, being really present. Or maybe you're dealing with a lot of mental stress or physical pain. There's something that's really nagging at us in terms of worries or anxiety or depression or a physical pain that's really difficult. But again, we can notice there's that going on, and then there's, in all of these cases, whether it's our to-do list or whether it's I want to make this pain or this mental pain go away, all of these things are the narrative of needing to do something about it is kind of an added-on thing that gets in the way of actually being present with what's truly happening here. If we don't like something, if we're complaining, we get lost in the complaint and it makes it worse. So this is what the exploration really is about, for all of these. So when we're adding something, that was the kind of the invitation in that first meditation, was we set the intention to be present with these experiences, and then we notice what gets in the way. What are we adding? What's getting in the way of actually being present? And usually the things that we're adding is either one, I need something, I want something else, so wanting. I don't want, I want to get rid of something. That's the other narrative. And you can check these off, which probably all of them showed up in that first meditation sometime. So I don't want, this is boring, I'm going to go to sleep, or I'm going to do something else. So that's another one. But what about is another narrative. What about this? So the anxiety, if only, and then the last one is this right? Is this okay? How about this? Maybe this, So these are all the narratives that our thinking mind adds into, on top of, and adds stress to whatever it is that we're experiencing. And so what we can do in our training here is to notice when those little narratives show up and go, oh yeah, there's wanting, or there's not wanting, or there's not knowing, or there's having to have control, or whatever it is. We can start seeing what our narratives are that add stress. And these are habits that we have in our life. We've probably been doing them, I don't know about you, but I've been doing it my whole life. And part of what I'm doing is learning to notice them and see how unhelpful they are. And that seeing the stress that they add, then naturally they just start to fall away. I just go, I'm just going to not follow that anymore, you know. But it takes a while of seeing it and seeing how unhelpful it is before they actually drop away on their own. So we don't have to do anything. It's not doing, it's not having to be somebody, not have to get somewhere. All we have to be is curious, which isn't a doing, it's a receptivity. It's a, wonder what's going on. And that, with kindness, is the core of the practice. I mean, my teachers, I can't tell you how grateful I am to them for having taught this. It's not about, this is not another thing to do. It's a way to be receptive to whatever's happening with an open heart, open mind, and seeing truly what's going on and seeing what I'm adding to the problem. Or maybe there isn't even a problem, you know? I'm adding a problem where there really isn't one. It's just something happening. And if I wait 2 seconds, it's gone and something else happens. Yeah. So this is the, this is the core of the practice. So enough blah, blah, blah. There's talk about a narrative, right? But these are invitations for you to explore during this next meditation. So we're training ourselves to set an intention, to just be curious. And also, compassionate, like open-hearted to ourselves, like just noticing, oh, this is stressful. Oh, poor me. I think I'll let that go as a gift to myself. Or poor them, if they are stressing me out, have compassion for them, like poor them. They're probably stressed out, let it just be. So don't add, see when we're adding the narrative. What are we adding in that's not necessary, that can be let go of? And so we're not trying to get something, we're noticing what we can let go of that's adding stress. How hard could it be? Really hard. But also fun, like noticing when it does fall away. So notice the joy too when that shows up instead of just being frustrated. So, okay, so enough blah, blah, blah. Let's actually practice. This is where we learn. This is where we get to see how this all manifests. So retaking your meditation posture, feeling grounded in your support, sitting, standing, lying down, inviting the spine to be long, the mind alert, but also relaxed. Closing the eyes if you're comfortable, or just having a soft gaze, and letting the bell transition us. So again, with the fading of the sound of the bell, we're coming inwards and just noticing, how is it right now in this mind, in this body? The mood of the mind, the energy of the mind. And how's the body feel? What's the energy level there? And again, we don't judge any of this, we're just noticing it's like this. And then setting an intention to just be present with moment-to-moment experience, just as we did in that first meditation. So if it works for you, setting the intention to be with just changing experience, of sounds, sensations, thoughts, coming and going, the breath. Or if that doesn't work, finding one thing to stay with, maybe the changing breath, in-breath or out-breath. But setting your intention right now to be present with a certain meditation object or experience, changing experiences, or the breath, or maybe a phrase. Setting the attention to stay with that and just observe moment to moment what happens. And we can notice if the mind is staying with this moment-to-moment experience, or if it's tending to wander off, sleeping, planning, remembering, whatever. Just noticing if that happens, noticing the effect, and then resetting the intention to just be present with this moment-to-moment experience. Curiosity, what's going on in this mind, in this body, right here, in this moment, and the next. Noticing what the mind's paying attention to. Is it still with moment-to-moment experience? Or is it lost in something else? Something else is in the way of being present. Or the mind's adding a narrative, wanting, not wanting, bored, questioning, just noticing what's happening, noticing the effect. And then resetting the intention, retraining to just keep coming back to this moment-to-moment experience. Can we be interested in this moment and the next and the next? checking in on what the mind's paying attention to still with this present moment experience. There's something else in the way. Are we adding a story? Are we wanting something? Are we bored? Checking out? Complaining? Just noticing what the mind's doing, what the effect is. And once again, resetting the intention. Just be present with whatever's here. Maybe adding the narrative, just this. Or what's here now? Or enough. This is enough. Just this moment, the next. What's happening in this mind, in this body? Noticing what the mind's paying attention to. Is it still with present moment experience? And if so, how does that feel? Or if it's drifted off someplace else, what's in the way of being present with experience? What's the mind adding, wanting, not wanting, boredom, checking out, questioning, and noticing the effect of that. And whatever we're doing, just resetting the intention. We're here to be present for our life. What's happening right here, right now? Oh, this, and now this. This simple, ever-changing life unfolding moment by moment. And the mind staying curious and interested. What's happening now? Noticing what the mind's paying attention to, if it's still with moment-to-moment experience, or if something else is in the way. The mind's adding something that's not really needed and can just be let go of. So in doing this over and over, we're practicing to notice what's happening, and if we're really present with our life, how that feels. And noticing if there's an added narrative that adds some stress in some way. And once we see it, letting it just move on. Making way for more freedom, more ease. We train in meditation so that we can take this into our daily life. Being present, fully aware, and in the middle of whatever's happening with ease, kindness, and curiosity. This is our practice. So the bell invites us to bring the awareness back to the surface and maybe take a second and notice whatever you may have noticed during that meditation of what was the habit of the mind? Where did it want to drift off to if it wanted to go someplace else? We can start to see patterns. I don't know about you, but I see patterns. And we can notice what was helpful, what wasn't helpful. And then let it all go and just come back to being aware, being together here again. So again, we do this meditation practice to give ourselves a break from our daily routine, but we're also retraining the mind to experience things in a different way than what our normal training is from the outside world. And we can take this into our life and we can notice those things that we were talking about that add stress in meditation, the wanting, the not wanting, the wanting to check out, the anxiety or, but what about? And the questioning, the endless questioning. Am I good enough? Is this enough? Da, 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 da. All of these things, we can watch this happen in our daily life too, and just start to be aware of it. How does that feel in the mind and the body? And we can start making decisions then about what we want to keep holding on to and what we want to let go of. And as one of my teachers says, if you let go a little, you get a little ease. If you let go a lot, you get a lot of ease. If you let go completely, you get complete ease and peace. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Thanks for sharing the exploration. Just grateful to be able to be here together. So may you be at ease in your practice in your daily life.